In case of ANOVA, we have seen the basic null hypothesis of equality of mean being tested across different segments. And logically, the next null hypothesis is to check exactly which pair is significantly different. In case we end up rejecting the null hypothesis that all the means are same across the different segments. Now the pairwise comparison can be done using Tukey's method, and if we are interested in a multiple comparison of different contrasts, different generalized linear combination of the means instead of just the pairwise comparison, then we focus on Sheffey's. This module will see us delving into the details of the difference between the two and a comparative study of the two methods. In statistics, the multiple comparisons problem occurs when one considers a set of statistical inferences simultaneously or infers a subset of parameters selected based on the observed values. It is also known as the look elsewhere effect. Errors in inference, including finding confidence intervals that fail to include their corresponding population parameter, or hypothesis tests that incorrectly reject the null hypothesis, are more likely to occur when one considers the set as a whole. Several statistical techniques have been developed to prevent this from happening, allowing significance levels for single and multiple comparisons to be directly compared. These techniques generally require a higher significance threshold for individual comparison, so as to compensate for the number of inferences being made. In this module, we discuss the Tukey's and the Sheffey's method of multiple comparison procedure. As we have seen previously, in case of ANOVA model, Tukey's method is mostly used for a comparison of pairwise values of mean, and we check whether the pairs are significantly different from each other or not. In case of Sheffey, however, we are free to use any contrast. Although we are only interested in a finite few, we can define these finite set of contrasts, and Sheffey's method allows us to make multiple comparisons in case of analysis of variance models. So there is a comparison between these two methods, and that is what we will focus on right now. So let us look at an overview of Tukey's method. Suppose there are 4 factor levels. So there are r times r minus 1 over 2 pairwise comparisons of form dij equals mu I minus mu j. Here dij represents the difference between the ith mean and the jth mean. So if we have several different factors dividing the population into different segments, we are looking at the ith and jth segment and the mean from these two, and we are interested in the difference between the two mean, whether the two means are significantly different from each other or not. So mu I minus mu j, where I and j both are in between 1 and r. Tukey's procedure for families of pairwise comparison. So for a given pair I and j, we denote the 1 minus alpha confidence interval for dij is denoted by Cij, and within bracket we write alpha. So Cij prime within bracket alpha equals dij hat plus minus t times s of dij hat, where s represents the standard error. So here dij hat equals yi bar minus yj bar. So this is an estimate of mu I minus mu j, as we had seen previously when we define a contrast also. The contrast is written in terms of the unknown parameter mu. Here also we are writing dij, or the difference, in terms of the unknown population mean mu I and mu j, which for our inference purpose is estimated using the sample mean from the two groups. So I have yi bar minus yj bar as the estimator, and s of dij hat is its estimated standard error, and the multiplier is the one which comes from the standard distribution. T equals 1 over square root of 2 q 1 minus alpha r comma nt minus r, and q r nt minus r is a studentized range distribution with parameters r and nt minus r. So let's look at the studentized range distribution. This is not a very common distribution that we look at. Usually for inferential purpose, we either use the standard normal or the Z. We also use for small samples the T distribution, and for other cases we have two other different sampling distributions, which are the chi-square and the F, which are mostly or most commonly used for inferential purpose. Standardized range distribution is a special distribution used mostly for the Tukey's method. So let us see what this has to say. The Tukey method uses the studentized range distribution, which is defined as, or which can be described as follows. Suppose we have R independent observations y1, y2, yr from a normal distribution with mean mu and variance sigma square. Let W be the range for this set, that is the maximum minus the minimum. Now suppose that we have an estimate S square of the variance sigma square, which is based on new degrees of freedom and is independent of the responses yi. The studentized range is defined as Q R comma nu equals W over S. For such confidence intervals, the family-wise confidence coefficient is at least 1 minus alpha. That is, probability that the difference Dij belonging to Cij prime alpha for all ij between 1 and r is greater than equals 1 minus alpha. In the above equals holds in the above inequality for balanced designs. Tukey's procedure is conservative for unbalanced designs. That's why in the above inequality we have greater than equals. Now why do we use the Tukey's procedure? The reasoning for the Tukey's procedure are as follows. The first fact is that suppose x1, x2, xr are IID normal mu sigma square. Let W equals max of xi minus minimum of xi, denoting the range of the data. If S square is an estimator of sigma square, which is unknown, which is also independent of xi's and has new degrees of freedom, then the quantity W over S is called the studentized range, and we have W over S following Q R comma nu. When N1 equals N2 equals Nr equals N, in case of a balanced design, yi bar minus mu1, y2 bar minus mu2, yr bar minus mu r are IID normal 0 sigma square over n. Now, MSE is an estimator of sigma square with nt minus r degrees of freedom and is independent of yi bar minus mu i's. Therefore, we have maximum of yi minus mu I minus minimum of yi bar minus mu I, which is the range, divided by the square root of mean square error divided by n, follows a standardized or a studentized R range distribution Q with the degrees of freedom R and nt minus R. So for a given pair of ij between 1 and r, modulus of d hat ij minus dij equals modulus of yi bar minus mu I minus yj bar minus mu j, which is less than equals max of yi bar minus mu I minus minimum of yi bar minus mu I. And the fourth fact is that the standard error or S of dij hat equals square root of MSE 1 over n plus 1 over n equals square root of 2 square root of MSE over n. And for each pair ij, dij belongs to Cij prime alpha, which implies dij hat minus dij over S of dij hat is less than equals t. Finally, the family-wise confidence coefficient for Tukey's confidence interval is given by P of dij belonging to Cij prime Cij prime alpha for all ij between 1 and r equals probability of mod of dij hat minus dij divided by S of dij hat less than equals t for all ij between 1 and r, which equals, by one of the facts above, probability that max of yi bar minus mu I minus minimum of yi bar minus mu I divided by square root of MSE over n is less than equals square root of 2 times t, which finally gives us probability of the studentized range distribution Q with degrees of freedom r comma nt minus r less than equals q of 1 minus alpha, comma is less than equals q of 1 minus alpha with degrees of freedom r, nt minus r equals 1 minus alpha. Now simultaneous inference for contrast using the Sheffey's procedure. There are many contrasts. In fact, there are infinitely many. However, we only focus on a finite few depending on which particular combination of contrasts we like to use. So how do we achieve a family-wise confidence coefficient or a type 1 error rate for a large number of contrasts? In case of Tukey, we only have pairwise comparison. But when we talk about simultaneous testing of contrasts, instead of just looking at the pairwise differences, how do we do it? So we consider the family of all possible contrasts, which is given by L, such that L equals I equals 1 to R summation Ci mu I, such that the combination is in such a way that sum of the coefficient equals 0. So we define the confidence interval for a contrast L as L hat plus minus S times S of L hat, where uppercase S square equals R minus 1 times F 1 minus alpha R minus 1 comma N minus R. Now what is the interpretation of Sheffey's procedure? The family-wise confidence coefficient of CLS is probability L belonging to this particular class for all L equals 1 minus alpha. If the study were repeated many times and each time these confidence intervals were constructed, then in 1 minus alpha times 100% of times, all contrasts would fall into their respective confidence intervals. And in case of simultaneously testing, to reject the null hypothesis of L equals 0, if 0 is not contained in the corresponding confidence interval, CLS alpha, such a decision rule has a family-wise significance level of alpha. That is, probability at least one of H naught L is rejected, given all H naught L are true, is less than equals alpha. So some of the key features of Tukey's and Sheffey's procedures are: both the procedures give confidence interval to the form estimator plus minus multiplier times standard error, where the multiplier equals T or S and SE stands for the estimated standard error of the estimator. So we have seen in the Sheffey's method, the multiplier was in the form of S, which was S square, which was R minus 1 times F of 1 minus alpha, R minus 1, comma, NT minus R. And in case of Tukey's, it was given by T equals Q times 1 minus alpha, comma, R, comma, NT minus R. So also we can look at the Tukey's procedure. This is applicable to families only for pairwise comparisons. However, Sheffey's is a more generalized approach where it's applicable to families of finite or infinite number of contrasts. So, if we look at the pairwise comparisons, they can be considered as one form of contrast, but it's only that particular specialized contrast which can be tested using the Tukey's method. However, in case of Sheffey's, any combination or any contrast in which the sum of the coefficient equals 0 can be done using this procedure. If the family of interest consists of all pairwise comparison, then simply Tukey's procedure is the best. However, in practice, one can compute all applicable multipliers and use the smallest number of contrasts to construct the confidence intervals. Now, making a comparison between the two of the methods, which is the Sheffey's and the Tukey's, if only pairwise comparisons are to be made, the Tukey's method will result in a narrower confidence limit, which is preferable. In general case, when many or all contrasts might be of interest, the Sheffey's method tends to give narrower confidence limit and therefore it is their preferred method of comparison in case of multiple contrasts. So in this module we have learnt the details of the Tukey's and the Sheffey's method, and also the algebraic details of using the different distribution for finding the confidence interval when testing for pairwise comparison and also when multiple comparison is considered. In case of pairwise, we generally use the Tukey's method, and in case of multiple comparison we generally use the Sheffey's method. So this module we have discussed the positives and the negatives of using either one of the two methods in the respective situation, and also what are the comparative points between the two methods.